I don't think anyone needs to try to be like anybody else. If you're trying to be somebody else, that's gonna come across and people are gonna feel that like, oh, like the fakeness. But when you are being undeniably you and you are passionate about what you're doing, people feel that. It hits different. This is it. This is the new direction. Hello, you guys. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back. Okay, so we are going to be styling my hair. So cute, right? I am going to be showing you guys how I get my like beachy kind of crimpy waves if I don't want to use my actual crimper, just because those are a little bit like tighter. If I want more of that like beachy wave, I actually use my flat iron. So I'm gonna show you how I kind of crimp my hair with my flat iron, because you can do that. So if you don't want to invest in a crimper, you don't have a crimper, you don't got the money to invest in it right now, you can do it with your flat iron. I'm gonna show you how, okay? But before we dive into that, I have something for my peeps that have been watching, for my subscribers. If you're just here tuning in for this video, this is your first video in, sorry, skip forward just a little bit. But let's address the elephant in the room really quick. I obviously do not have the double-ended dreads in that I did a video on before. Yes, I know. I've been getting comments about it, and then, you know, like comments like this, like it's frustrating that there's no video. Well, guess what? It was very frustrating for me to spend the money and then not be able to put them in as well. So that's really frustrating. Ah! So long story short, I'm very prone to migraines, headaches, everything like that. My head's really sensitive, so I'm not really sure why I thought that I could rock these dreads. I just wanted... I was overlooking the whole headache thing. I tried 2 different times to put them in, little videos like right here. I did like a sped up thing because I was trying to show people like, you know, how I was putting them in, yada yada, and I never really got to finish it out because I never finished it because my head was hurting too bad. I tried 2 different times. I spent hours on end. I spent hours putting them in, taking them out, putting them in again, taking them out. Okay, like it was too much. It was too much. And so I took them out and I'm back to just my good old clip-in extensions. Yeah. So that is what's going on with those. So unfortunately, I'm not gonna be able to give you guys the video that I was promising you. So I'm sorry, but I got some good content coming your way. Anyways, let's dive back into today's video. Okay, so first and foremost, I am going to clip my extensions in and then we're gonna get this rolling. Here we go. Oh, that's better. Okay, we got the hair in. I'm not gonna drag this video out and show you guys how I clip these in, but if you want a new updated video, I do have an old video of how I clip my extensions in. I switch up my products a little bit here and there. I have new extensions, stuff like that. So if you want an updated video, drop it down in the comments, let me know. Okay, so hair is in. The only thing I did to my hair before I blow dried it, I put in my... this is the one I have right now. I usually like the It's a 10 plus keratin, but I don't know, they had a sale on this one, so I got this one. So this one right here, I like it. It makes my hair soft. I dig it. And then I also put a little bit of oil from Kandy. I put that in my hair as well, just on the ends to kind of help the flat iron glide through my hair easier, because like I said, we're gonna be crimping with a flat iron. So you want to make sure that your flat iron can really like glide through the hair, okay? So I'm actually using my titanium flat iron because I'm a snob when it comes to titanium tools. I just feel like they glide through the hair easier. They don't pull as much. They get the job done quicker than a ceramic iron. I don't know. That's just my personal preference. So I like to use a titanium flat iron for this. Don't mind all the product buildup and junk on the sides, okay? Let's just not talk about it. First and foremost, I'm gonna turn my iron on. So it goes up to 450 here. I'm not promoting this. I'm not like... It's a Longe flat iron. I'm not promoting Longe, but I do use this one when I want to like really pack a punch. Anyways, so this one goes up to 450, but I don't operate with it at 450 because I'll singe my hair off. I usually put it at like 360, 370, something like that. Turned that on, and then next thing I will do, I'm gonna brush through my hair just to kind of make sure all the tangles are out, and then I have hair flying everywhere. All right, so after I brush through, get the tangles out, what I'm gonna do, I am going to kind of section it. So I don't really care as much what the back of my hair looks like. Because once you put it, like, if I'll bring it around front like this, and then once you put it back there, it kind of all blends together. If it doesn't, like, I'll check it out. I make sure it doesn't look like a rat's nest, okay? Like, but what I will do first is I will take, once I split it in half and bring it forward, I'll start getting some sectioning going on. And then I'll just twist this up. I do like to section it out. You don't have to if you don't want it to be like super, like, if you don't care if every single piece on your head is crimped. I do, because when I crimp my hair, I like it to be really like big and wavy, so I like to make sure I hit every piece of hair. So I do section it off. So sectioning, I get about this much, I don't know. I'm so technical, I'm like, I don't know, this much. So I start in the nape of my head here. Like, I might break this up into 2 sections. All right, so taking this bottom one here, I'm gonna go over it once to warm it up. So warming it up, and then what I will do is I will turn it. It does help if your flat iron has rounded edges. Then you turn back this way, pull, back this way, pull, back, pull. And then at the ends, I kind of like to pull it straight. But look at that, like, look at that fun little wave that it gives. Like, instantly you can already see, like, it's gonna be a fun style. This is like my favorite way to style my hair right now, you guys. I don't know, I feel like it gives it almost kind of like a natural, like, wavy texture look. And it's not as tight as like when I use my actual crimper, you know what I mean? Because the crimper, like, it puts really deep waves in there, and I like that sometimes, but not all the time, because that one's tricky with like my short layers. I have to really work at getting it to like blend so I don't look like a freaking mushroom head. Oh, okay, so going to the next section, warming it a couple times, and then again, turning it this way, like severely under. I'm holding the tail the entire time. And I'm not even like releasing the grip of the flat iron. I'm keeping it closed. Just like that, okay? And then like right here, this is my natural hair and it's got a little kink here. I don't like that because then it makes it harder to blend. So I just kind of go over that, straighten it out a little bit, and there you go. Okay, so that's the first section. So then before I pull my next section down, I do like to spray it with hairspray. This is probably one of my favorite hairsprays. I don't know, I've always gravitated back to it. It's Big Sexy Hair. This one is the spray and play, and I just kind of spritz. Why am I out of breath? I feel like I'm doing like a quad workout because I'm like sitting on the floor on my knees here, and I'm like showing you guys as I'm going, and I'm okay. All right, we're gonna pull the next section down. Okay, so I got this next section down, and I just kind of go along here and I'll section it like this. Hopefully you guys can see that. Okay, so I just section it just like that. This one is a little bit of a thicker section, so the individual pieces that I take will be probably just a little bit smaller. And I like to start in the way back first, just to get that out of the way. Okay, so again, same thing, warming it up. Turning, and I always start turning under first. Bring it out. So you can see it starting to take shape here. So we'll speed up this part and we'll get moving on this. But I'm gonna keep repeating that each section, okay? Like I said, this is pretty thick right here, so I'm taking smaller sections as I go. So, here we go. That whole section. If I feel like this gets a little bit too like kinky looking around my face here, I will kind of just take it and smooth it just a smidge. I'm really picky about like these little pieces because I have all this like broken like facial framing stuff around my face, so I'm real picky about how it lays, and blending with my extensions, everything like that. But that's that section, so let's spray and we're gonna keep going. Okay, so there's up to that part. This is where my layers start to get shorter up here, and then right back here my layers are only about like this long. So to get everything to blend, I actually like to section out these layers and kind of do them last to get them to like lay right over everything. So we're gonna clip these babies up. Hold please. Just take a clip, stick that there. That way that is clipped out of the way. Let me show you. Because as you can see, this is where my extensions are clipped in. If you don't have short layers on top, you don't have to worry about this part. Just keep on going like you would. But this is, like I said, my top layer with my short facial framing, breakage, whatever you want to call it. Okay, so what we're gonna do here, I'm still gonna section like normal. I just am a little bit more careful about how I crimp it. Clip that out of the way. Okay, so breaking this into two sections right here. I do have another extension clipped in right here, so that's gonna play a part in this. So I will run over it a couple times, warm it up, same thing. And I try to pull it up more just to kind of get some volume in there. And then I really just pay attention to how these like little end pieces lay. I like them to kind of like flare out a little bit just to add some pieciness to it, but not too much to where it's like, oh, there's separation there. So as you can see, I just kind of have it flipped out just a tiny bit right here, but it still like blends nice with the rest of the waves. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and do that to this piece, and then we're gonna get that last top layer, and then we're gonna start on the other side. So pulling it up more and out, this, here, and there. See? Isn't that fun? Ah! I'm telling you, this is like my favorite way to style my hair right now, so I get really excited when I actually get the time to do this. So let's go ahead. I'm gonna get this top layer going, and yeah, we'll just keep on trucking. You got it going on, I'll be there in a heartbeat. Tell me your favorite song, I'll put it on repeat. Okay, I bibbed. I switched up my part just a little bit. I did a little bit of like a zigzag, but like I still wanted my part to start here, but I wanted to bring a little bit more from this side just for like the volume of it, just because I feel like if I kind of pull some from the other side, it naturally gives your hair more volume. Because if you part it, so parting your hair, if you part it where it's always like, say you always have had this one part, but you feel like your hair is flat, you can't get volume, blah, blah, blah. Here's a little styling tip for you. Switch up your part. It might feel really weird, or just do a little bit of like, pull a little bit from the other side, because your hair is used to laying like that. So it's trained to lay that way. So if you pull a little bit, even if you take a couple like little zigzag things and just pull them over, it's naturally going to pop up like this because it's used to laying this way and you're forcing it this way. So it's naturally going to have a bend at the top, and you're gonna get some natural volume from that. So I will do that a lot of times. If I want to add more volume to my style, I'll kind of like pull some from the other side. I'll do a deeper part, something like that. I know middle parts are in right now, I know, but I like volume. I'm a volume girl. So anyways, styling tip there, but that was the only thing I switched up, and now I'm just gonna get back to I could wait for you forever, through the storms or any weather. Now, when I get to this front little bang area here, I kind of extend the arch out a little bit like this, so it kind of curls this way. And then at the very end of it, I'll just kind of take it back away from my face. And I don't know, I just feel like it gives it like a nice wave without looking too like around your face. I don't know how to describe it, but that's just what I like to do. There we go. I just like it to be like zoop, zoop. Because I have some like bangs that I'm trying to grow out, so. Yes, I cut my bangs and then I ended up not liking them, so now I'm growing them out. What's new? I fly by the seat of my pants, so. Anyways, all right, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna get started on the other side, and then I'll come back and kind of show you like what I do with this back part, okay? But this side, I do it exactly like this side, so I won't bore you guys. Okay, there we go. Got this other side done. I still have this little section clipped up, so I'm gonna show you that. I did the same exact thing over here that I did over here. It just looks a little bit different because I have more hair on this side, so I still pulled it up and then back away from my face for the very end of it. So, okay. Let me show you the back. This is going to be interesting because I don't know what you're going to be able to see. Okay, you guys, let's see here. So I still section it, okay? I got this right here. So I clip this back up. I lost my hair. I lost where I was going with it. Okay, so same thing, just with the very ends of it. Again, I try not to make them like stick out crazy far so that they're not like winging out and like, oh, separation there. She has extensions in. No one else would probably notice, but I think they notice. You got it going on, I'll be there in a heartbeat. Tell me your favorite song, I'll put it on repeat. I could wait for you forever. And then I just kind of pull that so that it cups down into it, okay? So nothing crazy fancy back there, and I'm just gonna kind of like keep doing that until I get this little section done. I could wait for you forever, through the storms or any weather. Yeah, you're like New York in the sunshine. I'm a fool, yeah. I got my love blind, and ooh, yeah, got my heart out, and it's covered in gold. Okay, and then this last little section here, I will give it just a little tease. I'm just using my brush. I'll just give it a little tease, just kind of so it doesn't like separate and look all funky. And then it just kind of lays in with it. So there we go. There's that. If you need any more like teasing, anything like that. If I feel like I need more texture, I will use like a powdered texture mist type stuff. This is actually what I've been using, this stuff right here. And I've actually just been ordering it off of Amazon because it's really convenient. So I do have that linked on my storefront under all the hair stuff if you want to try it. It's very gritty feeling, but I just really like it because it kind of gives a little like oomph in the hair. Otherwise, if I feel like the hairspray made it crunchy when I like sprayed it, I will grab a little bit more serum, work that through the ends. So let's do a final spray. Grab like a half a pump of this, nothing crazy, little tiny bits. And then we're just gonna kind of lightly work that through the ends to kind of help separate it, but not like make it frizzy. Look at that! Ah! See, and it looks like I used like a waver or like something like that, and it's, nope, I just use my good old flat iron. Okay, you guys, so I had been wanting to share that style with you for a while just because, like I said, it's one of my favorites right now, and I have people ask me all the time, like, how I get my hair like this. So here we go, here it is. Here's how I do it. So anyways, sometimes what I'll do, I'll run a brush through it, but honestly, I really like how it's laying right now, so I'm just gonna leave it. But if I feel like it's like too sectioned, like I'll run a brush through it and kind of like, I don't know, soften it. But that's about it. That's the style. So hopefully you learned something. If you have any other tips, if you try some cool stuff with your flat iron, let me know down in the comments because I like trying new things, like especially when it comes to like trying to figure out new ways to use my flat iron, things like that. Otherwise, let me know some more videos that you guys want to see. I've got some Amazon hauls coming because I've been buying a lot of stuff on Amazon. I'm addicted. Anyways, you guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button before you leave, and we will see y'all next video. Bye!